Hi guys, welcome back to another session out on the rocks today. Today's main target is some mackerel. The weather is very much against me. I've sheltered out of the southerly wind, but I'm going to have a couple of casts with some mackerel. I've got the big rods with me. They're going to be going out after if I get some fresh mackerel. All I've got on are some sabikis, 3-ounce lead, and then I got a continental style rod, a fixed bow, £20 mono straight through. So we'll give it a go. I can see some specks of water landing on the lens, so I'm not too sure how the quality is going to turn out, but we're out and fishing. There we have it. There goes the fourth chuck. 2 nice sized mackerel. Big mackerel. Lovely. Bit of a disaster. My GoPro tripod has just broke on me, so I'm resting this on the cliff now. I just wanted to show you what I do for actually catching mackerel, spinning wise. I'll whip it out and see what I can do. Just a cast out. Let it sink to the bottom. I don't think you're going to be able to see this, but I hope. And then wind in all your slack and just wind and pull, wind. Gentle pulls though. And that is it. Rain's starting to pick up a bit more, wind's starting to pick up a bit more. It's nice to beat the blank so early on. I thought it would be a bit early for this spot for the mackerel, and I still think it is, but usually get good numbers here. Nothing that cast. Loaded up my Pen Fathom 2 casting special with I usually use £20 Very Vast Sport, the yellow stuff, but I used to use a Berkeley Big Game back in the day, and Veals didn't have any kilo spools in, so I got this £20 Berkeley Big Game from my local tackle shop. I'm just bedding it in, having a couple of casts, so do some casting shots. Hopefully you can see most of the rod. I think you can. Nothing special about my cast. Swing, and it comes back, and then hit it. How's that there? Sorry, I get the dart off. I cast over a pot boy. I think that'll do for casting. I only needed one just to bed the line in. This reel, I'm going to do a review on it soon with this rod together. It's actually way too fast for me. That's the mags wound in as tight as you can, and God, I can send it. I'm no tournament caster or pendulum caster, but with that little swingy flick thing I do, it absolutely flies. I didn't turn the mags. I could probably get away with a couple of clicks. Like these reels have, oh Jesus, I guess 16 clicks. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, yeah, 16 clicks, and I have it wound in as tight as I can. Great reels, run super smooth. A lot of people say the insides are made of cheap materials which degrade fast. I can't mention anything about that because I've only had the reel since last year, but for the fishing I've done so far with it, it's superb. And then obviously the old T1000, great. I'm trying to aim for, I know it's a big ask, but I'm trying to aim for 1,000 subscribers by October, because I'm off to Norway in October and I'd love to go live out there to show everyone. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. Plenty of exciting content coming up soon, especially October. I actually fly out end of October for a week, and I come back for 4 days, and I actually fly back out then with another group of lads. So I'm very excited after all this stuff that's gone on this year and last year. It's just nice to start getting back to reality. Here we are. No more mackerel, but just a wee little pollock. I'll get him unhooked and I'll slip him back. I thought I had more mackerel in, but nice to have a fish. It's been about another hour since I've had that pollock. I've been spinning for mackerel flat out, no joy. The tide's now turned, so within the next, I don't know, 2 hours I'll probably bang out a big rod. I've got some bait with me. I got some squid, bluey, and some joey mackerels. But I think I'm going to have a problem with some lobster pot boys. There's a massive string in close right next to me. And the actual pot boy itself is on a massive string, and the wind is pushing it across the front of the mark at the moment, so I'm kind of restricted to where I can cast and where I can fish. So yeah, if I walk to the right of the ledge and cast left, but then when I reel in I need to go to the right of the ledge, I should be alright. I'm hoping now as the tide comes up that the string on that pot boy will get shorter and shorter. But the old arms and back are aching from all the mackie spinning I'm doing. Not much reward for the amount of spinning I'm doing. But we'll keep at it. I'm going to fish till darkness tonight probably. High tide's 11:15 I believe. So it's a good huss marcus as well. You get plenty of nice huss here. Some nice rockling and eels and stuff. So hopefully when it gets dark we'll have some big specimen fish hopefully. I'll just talk to you about what baits I usually bring on a session like this. I'm only fishing one rod on the bottom. I was hoping to get a load of fresh, but I've still only got the 2 mackerel. I wanted to get enough to maybe have a couple of chucks for some fresh and feed a couple of friends and family, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I've got 2 packs of Ammo Joeys. Oh no, sorry. 3 packs of Ammo Joeys. They've been defrosted before, so they're going to be the first ones to go out. They're still freshly blast frozen. Some old squid. I don't mind squid being opened and put back in the freezer. Open, put it back in the freezer. I find it the stinkier the better, really. I'd only use that for like husked congers and stuff, and congers love a smelly squid. I've got an old scad I wanted to try at night over high, and then I've got a couple of bluey. So when it gets darker I might bang out 2 rods, I don't know yet. But it's always important to, if you are fishing fairly long hours like I am, I'm fishing probably 7 or 8 hours, I like to keep all my bait in a cool bag, and inside said cool bag I keep freezer blocks. Keeps the bait nice and frozen. So yeah, I'm slowly setting up for casting my big rod out. I got some of those Joey mackerel out defrosted now. I'm gonna chuck them on hole. Rigs, just gonna be a standard pulley panel. I got a couple of ones made up with 150 pound mono straight through, 200 pound mono straight through, and I've also got some wire pulleys with me. I fished off this mark loads in my time. I've never been fortunate to have a taupe run off here, but I've heard boys say they've hooked into something and it's spooled them, or they've hooked into something and it's just run and then drop the bait. It is taupe ground, I'd say, so it probably is taupe, but then you got the mystery of not seeing what you hooked, so it could be a seal. I've had seals take the mackerel off my feathers here plenty of times, but you usually see them, like if they've felt something in their mouths or they're chasing something, they'll usually pop up. And touch wood, I haven't seen any seals so far, so, which isn't really a good thing because they usually chase the mackerel. But yeah, we'll slowly start getting set up on the big rod. Apologies for the wind noise, guys, it's picking up a fair bit now, but I'll talk to you about my pulley panel. I'll start off by getting about, I don't know, I'd say it's a good 3 foot, 3.5 foot maybe, of 150 pound mono. I like to do a figure of 8 knot in the middle. Strong Rovex 10X mono this is, so it's very strong. High abrasion resistance as well. Then I'll slide on a bead, a swivel, another bead, and I'll tie on a solo splashdown. I do like to use imps as well, but for like heavier 8-ounce whole joey I like to use splashdown. Business end, plain and simple, 6.0 Varivas big mouth extra panel hook, 8.0 Varivas big mouth extra for the bottom hook. Right, for my mackerel, all I like to do is chop a bit of the tail off. Keep them if you're fishing somewhere where you can scratch with little slithers of tail mackerel, or even if you're float fishing, the tail section of a mackerel is always the toughest part. My brother, he loves a float, and that's the only section he'll use on the float. And he's had some lovely bass. He's had some lovely bass from this mark, funny enough, on the float. Should have brought one with me. But anyway, for my joey, cut the tail off, get your hook, go as close as you can to the backbone there, and down and through as far as you can, and then pull it all the way through. And then what I like to do is go in just before, just before the gills, the gill plate. Oops. Down, and then I like to poke it out just before the eye. There we go, like so. Get your old trusty bait elastic, the never-ending. This is the Daiwa Baitex medium, 300 meters. I've had this ages now, and I don't think I'm even anywhere near the bottom. And then bait elastic that up. Get some over the mouth as well, because that can affect your cast. I don't know, well, it can. I think it can anyway. If the mouth opens in mid-air, or the mouth is open, I think it's less aerodynamic. Plenty elastic all the way up to the very end of the mackerel, and then all the way back down, making sure you're getting plenty of cotton over the eye of the hook and over that nice long shank. And to finish it off, I don't like pulling it and just snapping it. I like to go around the hook a couple of times and then pull and snap. And there we go. And then, plain and simple. Sometimes I do a twist. I tell you what, I'll do one. Do one over. That's two, I lied. Through the mackerel. Pull tight. See, see now that's why I don't like doing the twists. So bugger that. We'll just stick to no twists. Just down, straight through. There we go. That's lovely. Lovely toad bait. Or huss. Perfect huss bait. We'll get it cast out. There we are. That's the finished article. All clipped down, ready to get cast out. Let's get it out there. That unclipped in mid-air for some reason. Starting to lose faith in those splashdowns. It's an old rig. Sorry, like I was saying, if it's an old rig, I don't know why, but the splashdowns come loose. Should really just cut one off and tie another one on, but it still went a good distance, so I'm happy. Gonna carry on doing some more spinning for mackerel. Just reeled in the first cast from the baited rod. I think I had a spider crab on it. It was heavy all the way, a couple of feet below the surface, right in close. Spat the hook or let go, but that was out there for a good 40 minutes probably, and no bites as such. So I've just baited up another joey and chucked it back out. Quite a thin joey this time though. managed to get a good cast on it and stayed clipped down, and it's gone quite far out. So hopefully, even if it's a doggy, it's something else to show you guys. I have been spinning for hours and hours and hours now. One lonely mackerel to go with the other two. Nice size though. I might offer these to a family member or something. I might just stick them in the freezer, who knows. Another mackerel. They're big mackerel, guys, but just hitting ones, twos. Well, I've had 2 ones and a double shot now. I thought I'd get more on a string, to be honest. I got four hooks on the trace. But just weird, just getting the odd 1 or 2. Like usually, once you get one mackerel on, what I tend to do is when I feel a mackerel strike, I slow down the retrieve. I don't pump them wide. I just do a slow, steady retriever because I'm hoping more mackerel will come along, and Jesus, right onto the hooks. There we go. In the box he goes. Well, this is not a good sign at all. I was out there for a good while and it's basically come back as it went out. Maybe a little nibble off a spider there or something, but darkness is fast approaching. Wind is it's alright at the moment, but it's gonna start raining soon, unfortunately. But I don't mind the rain. It's the wind I absolutely hate. Water's not going to make you melt, is it? So just chucked out another fresh joey. I'm just going to carry on spinning for some mackerel until it gets dark now. It's been tough going. I've been spinning for hours to only have 4 mackerel and 2 pollock. It's been very hard going, but I'm fingers crossed. I'm really hoping for a husk tonight as soon as it gets dark, or an eel. But even I take a dogfish at the moment, just something on the big rod. But yeah, I'm going to carry on spinning. There we are. The fish seem to be biting a fair bit more on the feathers now, guys. It's only been like 5 minutes since I caught that last mackerel. I had a mackerel and 5-minute spell, and another mackerel, 5-minute spell, and a pollock. Kill them and hook them and pop them back. Well, as you can see, darkness is here, but so is the ring, and I haven't bought any waterproofs with me. It's bearable. It's not too bad. If it gets any heavier than this mind, I'll probably pack up. Still no bites on the bait rod, and the mackerel bashing rod has been retired for the rest of the evening. But I'll hopefully bring you back when I've got a dogfish or a husk, hopefully. But yeah, all in all, not a bad session. Just nice to be out. A couple of fish for my efforts, but better than being stuck in the house. It's a Saturday evening, so I had no plans. She's at home watching TV or doing something, so I thought I'd come out. Right, there we have it, back in the car. I called it a night. I'm not sure if you can see, but I am like a drowned rat. That rain, it said on XE weather it was meant to be 0.2mm of rain. That was not 0.2mm of rain. It absolutely lashed down. Not a sniff on the big rods all night, unfortunately, but I'm still happy with 4 mackerel. That's 4 mackerel going into the bait freezer. If I would have had, I don't know, 8 to 10, I probably would have dished them out to the family, but 4's not really enough. So yeah, I think my next session is I'm gonna try some mullet. I think I went for a walk not so long ago up by where freshwater meets saltwater, and there was 2 young lads fishing there, and they were catching mullet after mullet, and all they were using was little bits of bread. But I think I've walked up there before and I've tried chucking bread in, but it's always been a problem with ducks and swans. But these boys were quite far up the river, so I might give that a go on the LRF rod on my next session. But hopefully you guys have learned something, or you've enjoyed watching my video. But if you like and subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll try keep videos coming up more and more often. I know I did say I'd do them every week, but I'm busy with work, busy doing stuff outside of work. But I shall do my best to get some more videos up. Cheers for watching.